Welcome back to another failed attempt. Another microphone fail, I guess. Another post-commentary Let's Play. But whatever. I can do this. I seem to get good at this because it's all I've been doing. We're gonna go fight Volvagia and get chased by flaming bats. Basically what happened was I moved my microphone a little bit too much, I guess. It started recording me for maybe 2 seconds and then it stopped, and I was checking to make sure I still had fairies. I haven't used any fairies in this save file yet, but I always like to be sure. And this is the one place that will not give you hearts at a boss fight. So if you're gonna go in with my level of health and think that you're gonna be fine, if you're not a good gamer, you're screwed. Unless you have fairies, of course. Fairies are good. Fairies are always good. But there's no turning back now, man. I mean, you can't jump that far. Rawr goes the Volvagia. For some reason that I can't explain, I think Volvagia is freaking adorable. Even the flame-breathing parts. I think he's cute. And in the Ocarina of Time manga, Link and Volvagia were actually best friends. I think Link bought Volvagia as a little baby, and they spent the whole day together, and then Link released Volvagia. So, doing this boss battle is kind of depressing. And yeah, when he's chasing you, run. He breathes fire. This is actually a very inefficient way to run away from a dragon. What you really want to do is Z-target him and walk backwards and like in circles, because then you can always keep an eye on his flaming mouth. You can only get one sword strike in there. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. I could have sworn that there was more, but oh well. Now he's gonna go up into nothingness and drop rocks on us. So what you want to do is run around in a completely unorganized fashion. I would say look for the shadows of the rocks as they're about to fall, but the problem is the ground is so dark that you can't really see them. But whatever. So now he's gonna poke it. He's gonna do a little feint thing, and then he's gonna poke his head out elsewhere. You just gotta. It's all about the timing. See, this is how you effectively run away from a fire-breathing dragon. I still think he's cute, and I'm pretty sure that he's my favorite boss of them all. Rawr. So, at that point, I was convinced that, that Volvagia was gonna come out elsewhere, because it goes one, and then it goes right from where you see the flames bubbling up, and then it's one feint, and then he comes up, and then it's 2 feints, and then he comes up. And I thought he was in that last stage, but he wasn't, so I was kind of unprepared. So once again, you just run around in a disorganized fashion. Not into the rocks like I did, because they take 2 hearts or something ridiculous. So 1, 2, 3, and there he is. And then you bash his face in, and then you stab him in the face. More effectively than I did. So, now we're gonna run away from the fire-breathing dragon again. Oh, my dad called me at that point. Now, here's something you don't do. You don't run up to him too fast. When he does the little flame flippy thing with his flamey hair, run away. Because that can actually hurt you. And you know what really sucks? That was the last strike. If I had run just 5 paces away from him, I would have gone through that temple without using a fairy. That's the first fairy I've used in this file. It's probably like the 4th in this Let's Play, but it makes me angry. But I think that part's so sad. Glomp. But I wanted to try to see what Navi said, but I was too late. So there's another heart container. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna levitate. I like this little cutscene. It's just a little pointless thing that the makers of Zelda wanted to throw in there. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of has a point. I like the background music of the Chamber of Sages. This one, not the original, like when you talk to Raru or however you pronounce his name. Because behind the chanting, you get these kind of bubbly sounding sounds, and I like them. They make me happy. I can't find this soundtrack part because it's slightly different from the regular Chamber of Sages. Like when you talk to the sages, when you help them or whatever. I need to stop talking. You should probably be reading. I kind of like the fire medallion. I mean, it's sort of uninspired. But what can you really do with a fire medallion that isn't a flame? I think he's hitting on me in that sentence. True brothers, hint hint, wink wink. Then again, I'm just weird. So here we are in Death Mountain Crater. I'm trying to figure out what we should do. But I did need to save, because I have a bad habit of not saving and then losing everything. We're gonna go over here. You see these rocks? These rocks, they're bomb-proof. And I am not. But you take out your hammer, and you hit them twice each. And you can go in here. And then, you know, Great Fairy Fountain, what do we have to do? We have to get out our ocarina, and we gotta play Zelda's Lullaby. I know how to play that on an ocarina. I like that song now. Our magic meter is enhanced. That basically means, yeah, we have twice as much magic power. Right now, it's not really all that important. All we can do with our magic is the swordy thingy. But after the water temple, it kind of comes important. So we might as well have it now, you know? So, over here, we got a ladder. I don't really understand why they had that wall. Or, like, have that rock right there so you couldn't jump over. Like, I don't really think there's any big secret up here. Oh yeah, by the way, rocks that you could normally just bomb, you can break open with a hammer really fast. But that doesn't really happen very often anymore, I guess. So here we are on Death Mountain Trail. And I wanted to try to drop down onto that ledge with the whatchamacallit, but I just decided to jump. And I thought maybe, just maybe, there's something under these rocks, but turns out there isn't. So you can hear the cow mooing because he's under that rock. How does a cow get there? That one is just a complete unexplainable. It can't even be explained by Nintendo logic. That's how weird it is. At this point, I'm just showing off the fact that I have a hammer and I can break these rocks. I don't know if they come back or not. What really sucks, if you hit the ground with the hammer, it doesn't break those rocks. You have to hit the rocks directly, and I didn't really have the patience for that. Ow. I still don't have any luck with those rocks. But here's something really cool you can do with a hammer. Other than break open this rock. Boom! And then, you know what? He dies right away. I think that's so awesome, and he looks kind of funny on his back. So, we're actually going to walk to Zora's River in Domain, because honestly, I was trying to think of if there was anything else I needed to do, and I couldn't really think of anything. So I wanted to walk to see if I could actually think of something, or if I would just, Ooh. Sorry, I almost yawned. If I could think of anything with the extra time or what. But it's nice to walk anyway. I mean, Link can always use more exercise, I guess. Ow. He's a slow swimmer, but I guess he is fighting the current. I was looking for some arrows and I only got 5. That kinda sucked. Yeah, if you get too close to those things, they hide because they're cowards. But here's the magic beanstalky thingy. And I jumped off prematurely because that thing could have probably taken me almost the entire way up. I was kinda mad about that. But again, Link can use the walking, I guess. As we get closer to the waterfall, you might notice the snow. snow is a bad thing. Well, I mean, it's not a bad thing for high schoolers, or elementary, anyone in the public school system. Well, not even public school. All schools under college, and sometimes college. But it's a bad thing here, because there's not supposed to be snow here. It's supposed to be a lovely tropical place for all the little Zoras to go swimmy. But we walk in here, and what do we see? It's freaking frozen solid. So this seems like a good place to stop for the day, huh? Talk to you guys later.